Greetings to you all learners. Once again, I'm happy to meet you, your favorite host, Kweshe Lawrence, your facilitator in vegetable and mushroom production course. Today we want to look at the various classes of vegetables. Then we also want to look at why we should produce vegetables, and lastly, how to succeed in vegetable production. Those are the three areas which we want to look at. So vegetables are classified into quite a number of classes, but for now we just want to look at the leaf vegetables. We want to look at the root crops, tuber crops, then the legumes, the bulb crops, and cucurbits, and lastly the fruit crops, and which vegetables falls within these classes. When we are looking at the leaf vegetables, or commonly called caule crops, these crops mainly falls within the brassica family. That's where we get the rape crop, the kale, the cabbage, the broccoli, and the cauliflower. Those are the vegetable crops that falls under the leaf crop. Then under root crops, basically we have the carrot and the beetroot. Those are the two which are covered under your course. Then under tuber crops, we are going to study the Irish potato. That's the crop which we are going to cover. Then on legumes, we have the peas and the beans. Mainly we will focus our attention more on the fine bean as well as the field bean. Alright, then on bulb crops, we'll look at the onion and the shallots, but we'll zero more on the onion crop. The other class are the cucurbits, where we are looking at cucumbers and the butternuts. Those we are going to study in full. Then lastly, on the fruit crops, we'll focus our attention on the tomato and the pepper, mostly the sweet pepper. Then the second area which I mentioned is, which we need to cover, is why do we need to produce these vegetables? Firstly, we are looking at food and nutrition security, right from household level, the community, the national level, and even the international level. So we need to produce these vegetables so that at least there is adequate food and nutrition for everyone. Then the other reason why we need to produce these vegetables is the issue of income generation. When we are producing these vegetables, any excess will market the excess and will get income from the sale of that produce. Therefore, you generate a lot of income for other activities at the farm and even at household level. Then the other area which will motivate us to produce vegetables is high production and productivity per unit area. The majority of these vegetable crops generally yields much more. For other field crops, we are looking at say 2 tons, 3 tons, up to 6 tons or 7 tons thereabout. But for when we are looking at vegetables, we are looking at tonnage above 10 tons, up to 30 tons per hectare. So you can see the tonnage is quite voluminous. Then because of that tonnage, you are looking at more returns which you will get from that given area. And generally, the majority of these vegetables, you need less space to produce them, but getting more yield and more return. Then these vegetables generally give you quick return per dollar invested. So we are saying within a space of time, like rep, we are looking at 4 weeks, 5 weeks, you start harvesting. You are already getting some income from the marketing of those rep crop. Then the other vegetables, normally 2 months, 3 months, cabbages, we now have some varieties, 2 months, 3 months, they are ready for marketing. So you get quick return per every dollar invested, rather than waiting for 4-5 months to get a return, or to start marketing and then get some returns from that particular crop. Because of this quick return, these vegetables can also, the money which you get from these vegetables because of their quick return, can assist you to manage your cash flow. Remember, the field crops, we are looking at 4 months, 5 months in the field. Where are you going to get the money to pay either labor during this period when you are waiting for the harvest? So when you grow vegetables, you can use that money which you generate during that period when the main field crops are being grown. That's a plus in terms of vegetable production. Then, like I said also on productivity, you have higher return per dollar invested. The majority of these vegetable crops, you get $1 or $2, up to $3 per dollar invested. That's good money for the farmer. Then the other important aspect is that if you produce high quality vegetables, you can export them, and they generate foreign currency. We have crops like peas, they can be exported and they generate quite a significant amount of foreign currency. Then these vegetables produce are sources of raw materials for sister industries. Like tomatoes, when they go for processing, from the farmer, these will act as raw materials for the processing industries. Even the peas, they can be canned. So the processing aspect, they require raw materials from us farmers. So vegetables are an important raw material for the processing industries. Then nowadays, people are very encouraged to grow vegetables since they create they contribute quite a lot in terms of employment. In vegetable production, right from the nursery, some organizations or some farmers are into nursery production only. That's creating employment. Then some can, during the production cycle of these vegetables, like tomatoes and peas, they require much more labor from their management up to the harvesting and the processing stage. That's creating employment. So we need to to appreciate that vegetables also contribute in terms of employment creation. So with that in mind, with those reasons in mind, we need to venture into vegetable production. Then how do you succeed in vegetable production? Firstly, you need to do your market survey. Produce what the market wants. If you do that, you will succeed in vegetable production. Then the other thing is the issue of quantity and quality. Be known for best quality and good quantities. The majority of processors and even customers, they prefer high quality produce. So if you are known for good quality produce in good volumes, the better. Then another important parameter is consistent. Be known for one or two major product line all year round. If you are a tomato farmer, be known for tomatoes, the tomato farming, and the customers would know that if we want tomatoes, be it within the community or at national level, you will be a point of reference. If you want onion, if you want tomatoes, or if you want peas, please get in touch with the farmer so and so. That will be a great, that's about consistency. Then the other aspect is networking. Collective power is very, very important. If you network with other tomato producers or peas producers, even the onion producers, if you share knowledge, you share the marketing trends, that's a collective power is very, very important. And it can only come through networking. Then knowledge and skill, these are very, very important as well. Always keep abreast with the trends. Know what is happening within the production cycle of your product line. If you are a broccoli producer or a cabbage producer, be aware of the current varieties on the market. Be aware of what is preferred by farmers on the market, and should there be some challenging pests, if you acquire that knowledge and the skills to manage those challenges in times of this changing environment, the better. So knowledge and skill is very, very important as well. Then lastly, to be successful, you need to be innovative. Innovation is very, very important. Create your own brand. Be known. This brand comes from farmer so and so. This brand comes from farmer so. If you want, for example, if you are known to produce tomatoes of a particular variety for processing, you will be a point of reference. Be innovative. Have your particular brand. I thank you.